was flipping between ESPN and CNN the other day. Friends, I do not recommend this. But there I was. I was actually in a hotel room on a business trip. I was laying there on the bed all by myself, bored. I'm holding the remote, just flipping back and forth. It was afternoon TV, so ESPN had a show with like two guys arguing about sports. And CNN had a show with four people arguing about the news. Why was I watching this? On ESPN, they were arguing about basketball. I don't even really like basketball. On CNN, they were arguing about, I don't know what they were, maybe the debt ceiling or the upcoming election. I literally don't know. They were just yelling. What is our obsession with arguing? Why was I watching this stuff? Why are we drawn to Real Housewives and hot takes and call-in radio shows and anger, rage, and fighting? Friends, I do not know. I do not have a theory that could justify the amount of airtime and emotional energy that is spent on this stuff. There's a section in Proverbs 22 that reads, "Do not make friends with a hot-tempered person. Do not associate with one easily angered, or you may learn their ways and get yourself ensnared." I'm afraid we've all gotten ensnared with our hot-tempered friends. Maybe, let me say this. You are loved. You are appreciated. I can tell that you're trying your hardest. And I know your life is full of some really difficult stuff. And you're showing up anyway. Also, if you need to hear this, you are forgiven. I want you to know that whatever burden you're bearing, you are forgiven. It's okay. It's all going to be okay. You, my friend, are loved. I feel like maybe most of us haven't heard those messages for a while because we're all getting so mean. We're all so quick to argue. We're all so quick to feel like we've been wronged, to assume that others are out to get us. Maybe it's because we've been making friends with too many hot-tempered TV pundits and people who write nasty stuff on the internet. Maybe we're all just slowly becoming the caricature of the loud, angry, screaming entertainment news hosts that spew rage 24 hours a day. So how do we turn the channel in our lives? How do we get ourselves unensnared from the buzz of negativity surrounding us? How do we tune out the hot-tempered people we've let into our worlds? Perhaps more importantly, how do we give other people in our lives a calm-tempered frequency they can tune into? Well, let's be honest, it's not easy to do. I don't have all the answers, but I'll offer 3 practical ways I think we can unensnare ourselves from the hot-tempered friends we've all accidentally made. First, start on social media. Don't share that article with a negative headline about the person or group that makes you or your group angry. Seriously, just don't. Post a picture of you having fun. Post a recipe. Take a picture of your food, like we used to do. Talk about something you love, not something you hate. Celebrate someone in your community. Maybe like a teacher or a public servant or a person who has influenced you. All right, second, try changing the way you complain. Listen, there's a big difference between saying, "That person's an idiot," and "I felt a little hurt when that person chose to do that." Listen, it's okay to complain, but the way we do it can easily refill our minds with anger. If you're going to complain to others, let the way you do it be a release valve, not a pressure cooker. And third, literally turn the channel. Listen, I'm not here to judge what you watch, but there's all sorts of research out there about how watching negative news or doom scrolling on your phone or consuming violent or hate-filled media can change your behavior, or at least it can exacerbate any negative predispositions you might have carried. There's an old quote that's probably appropriate for this message. What you consume consumes you. By the way, now would be a good time to welcome you to Between. Thanks for consuming this message today. Between is the most open church on earth. We're on a mission to create a global community of people who create moments of sacred connection with the people they interact with all throughout their lives. Maybe the people who participate in Between can create a new frequency for people to tune into. Maybe we can be an alternative channel on the remote control of the people we encounter. Will you join me in the spirit of prayer? Today, I pray to be an extinguisher of the blazing, raging, hot temperatures of the world. I pray that I might cool off the temperature so that we can truly see each other, understand each other, and help each other. God, I know there are moments that call for our righteous indignation. There are moments that require us to flip tables and call out injustices, but those moments aren't every moment. I pray that I might have the wisdom to know the difference. I pray that we all might offer an example to others of what it looks like to live rooted in love. May every single one of our momentary choices be fueled with heavenly grace and your everlasting light of hope. Amen. Between is about you. Take this message into your life this week. Fill the space between you and other people with your sacred light. My favorite church is the space between people. That space is sacred. Now go with God's love and create the church between.